All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. We just finished talking about our giveaway, our Christmas giveaway. I'm not sure which video I'm gonna put out first, if I'm gonna put out this video or that video, but either way, I will link that video in the description. I will also link it in this video so you guys can check it out. Basically, we're giving away a pair of Ducati gloves. In order to win those gloves, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below, and you will be automatically entered to win those gloves. Now, let's jump right into the video. So, as you can see here, we have our 2023 Ducati Hypermotard 950 SP. Now, I actually made this video already, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I'm making it again. I wanted to make it outside, but the sun is going down super early now, and when I get off from work, it's already dark. So I'm in the garage, we've got the lights going, and we're gonna make a nice little video talking about my short-term, honest opinions about the Hypermotard SP. So I've owned this bike now for probably 3 or 4 months. So I think it's a great time to do an early opinionated review of the bike. Is that a little scratch? I hope that's not a scratch. I hope this is just a little scuff. But anyways, I hope that's not a scratch. That's really bugging me. All right. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I immediately noticed or immediately loved or hated about the bike when I first got it. So the bike only has, I think, 700 miles. Let's check. Let's check how much miles this bad boy has. I'm gonna go over here. Let's see. 718 miles. This bike is brand spanking new. So basically, one of the first things I really wanted to talk about with the Hypermotard, this is more pertaining to people that are looking to get into the Hypermotard. People that have already owned it can definitely agree with me on this one, but I don't know if it comes across on camera, but this bike is super tall. The seat height is very tall. I'm 6'2", okay? And when I get on the Hypermotard, I'm on the balls of my feet. Now flat footing, I could flat foot, but it feels very uncomfortable flat footing. It feels like I'm forcing myself to squat on the bike. But naturally, when I ride up to stoplights and stop signs and all that good stuff, I'm on the balls of my feet. So that goes to show how tall this bike is. This is a very tall bike. It's the tallest bike I've ever ridden. And I actually love it. I love it because you're sitting high up. It's very easy to maneuver and flip the bike around. And that's one of the things that I love about this bike. I wanted to talk about the suspension as well. We're already at the front of the bike, so let's talk about the suspension. These beautiful gold Öhlins forks. And of course, we have the Öhlins on the rear as well. This bike has great suspension. I actually would love to go to a suspension like specialist, or maybe even at the dealership. Maybe they can help me with that. But I want somebody to really dial in this suspension and get it to how I want it, for my body weight, for my size, how I ride, for the type of riding that I do. But regardless, this suspension is great. It's one of the main reasons why I got the SP, because on the V2, if you guys don't know, I sold the V2 and got this bad boy. So I sold the V2 because it didn't have the Öhlins suspension. It didn't have a lot of the stuff that I wanted on a Ducati. So I can immediately tell the difference between the, I think it was Sachs suspension and the Öhlins suspension that I have here on the V2. And one of the main reasons why I was so, let's say, eager to have a bike, or all my bikes with the Öhlins suspension, as you can see here, the 1199 has Öhlins suspension. And of course, the Monster, the full carbon Monster, has Öhlins suspension. Don't pay any mind to what's going on back here. This is a little surprise. I have not finished this project yet. I'm basically getting a new seat cover done, and it's not done yet, so don't worry about that. But the Monster has Öhlins suspension, and I loved how it felt. The Tricolore had Öhlins, and I loved how it felt. So of course, that's what I wanted when I was getting the Hypermotard. And like I said, I love it. Also, this is the SP version. So not only do you get the Öhlins suspension, but you get carbon fiber goodies all over the place. Of course, you get it on your engine covers, okay? You get it on your front fender here, but you don't get it on your rear fender. I was very confused about that. I was like, why would you go halfway with it? You know what I mean? But of course, I know why. They want you to buy it. They want you to spend money. It's all about business. So I understand that. But I love the fact that I got those pieces in carbon fiber. The bike, aesthetically, like looks-wise, looks beautiful. I'm normally not a fan of stock exhaust systems, but I will say this. These dual exhaust heads on the Hypermotard, not heads, the cans, look beautiful. They look beautiful. They don't sound the best, but they don't sound bad either. So that's why I'm not really in a rush to get a new exhaust system. I would love to, and I'm definitely looking in the market, just researching to see different types, because I'm not really seeing much exhaust systems for the newer SPs. For the older generations, they have a bunch. Like they have a whole bunch of the companies that have made exhaust systems, full systems or slip-ons, whatever. But with the newer generations, it's not that much companies that have made exhaust systems. And it's a newer bike, so that is expected. So I'm kind of just researching, waiting to see what happens in the future. I remember when the V2 just came out. All right, listen, this is very off topic. This is very off topic, but this has to be said because I remember when I first bought my V2, that was when the V2 just came out. Literally, the V2 came out, I think 2020 or maybe late 2019 or early 2020. But anyways, it came out. And I think like the following month after that, I bought a V2. So it was a very new bike on the market. And I remember the dealerships and like basically everybody in the community was like, they were saying you can't get any exhaust system other than the Acura system for the V2 because it would destroy the bike. That's what they were saying. And I was like, what? Come to find out, that wasn't the case at all. It was just no other companies had engineered an exhaust system yet. But they just wanted to sell you that Acura system for freaking $5,000. Back then it was $5,000. Now I think it's like $6,000 or $7,000. But anyways, that was crazy. So it's kind of the same thing going on with this bike. There's no exhaust, not a lot of options for the exhaust for this bike. But anyways, talking about rideability, this bike is super comfortable. I gotta say, the foot pegs are very wide. They're very easy for your foot to hang on to and grip. They're not as skinny as the ones that are on the Tricolore, as you can see here. These are what I'm used to. Like I'm used to these little skinny pegs. So when I have these big chunky ones, it feels good. It feels very good. You have a big platform to put your foot on. I stand on the bike very comfortably. Rideability is very comfortable, very easy to flick. I've actually been wheeling the bike. Like I've actually been trying to teach myself how to wheelie. I haven't been very successful. One of the reasons because I'm kind of scared. And this is a freaking $23,000 bike. So if I crash, that's just going to be a huge headache. Even a little drop is going to be a huge headache. So I'm kind of babying the whole wheelie process. I don't want to buy like a little dirt bike to practice on because I feel like that would be a waste of money because after I learn how to wheelie, then I'll have no point of using that dirt bike anymore. So I want to learn on this. So I'm kind of teaching myself at slower speeds, just popping it up and bringing it back down, popping it up, bringing it back down, getting used to that feeling. But again, this bike makes you want to do that. You know what I mean? I didn't have those feelings of wanting to wheelie when I had the V2, but it wasn't until I got this bike that I really just love riding this bike. You know what I mean? Like I gotta say this, the V2, you kind of had to condition your mind to ride, or you just really had to be in a good mood and you wanted to get out on your bike and you wanted to ride the V2. But with this, once you, like, it just makes you want to ride. You know what I mean? It's so easy to ride. It's so comfortable. And that's one of the things I love about it. That's why I bought this bike. I don't know, man. There's so much things to talk about. For the little time that I've had this bike, I really, really enjoyed it. One of the things I do wish I could change, and that's the dash. This is the same dashboard that was on like basically all the previous generations. not the Hypermotards, but basically like from 2019 forward, this is the dashboard. I wish they would have updated this dash display a little bit. Personally, that's all I'm saying. I wish we would have upgraded it just a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, it's nitpicking. That's being very picky. But I mean, other than that, this bike is great. It has the Marchesini forged wheel. It has this cool little design with the little red stripe that says SP on it. Yeah, man, I really have enjoyed this bike. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me saying that they love the bike, that they have one, and they're glad that I've added one to the channel because, of course, they know I'm gonna be doing modifications and all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in joining the process of modding this bike, modding all the bikes, of course, I have the Monster that I want to finish modifying. This is a full carbon Monster, guys. Sick. Anyways, back to this bike. If you want to join the process and, you know, watch along and see how I modify the bike, I have huge plans. Of course, this is the winter season, so everybody knows, all motorcycle enthusiasts and motorcycle riders know that during the winter season is when you buy most of your mods, because you're not riding, you're just looking at your bike every day in the garage. And so in a way to cope with that pain of not being able to ride, you buy some parts and you waste some money. But anyways, I have huge plans for this bike. I'm very excited to show that to you guys and make videos and make great content. And I'm super excited for the next riding season. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like down below. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you put a comment down in the comment section. Because like I said, I'm giving away these summer gloves, guys. These Ducati gloves, they're right here actually. These are the official Ducati summer gloves. I'm giving them away on the channel. So if you guys are interested in winning these gloves, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below, and you will be automatically entered to win. It's no gimmicks, no fraudulent stuff going on, no scams. It's just me trying to do something fun for the Christmas holiday. And I hope you guys join it and get yourself entered to win. All right? Peace out. Continue to dream your life and live your dream. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.